Dominus, one victory here, and here I am joined by...
Zainreborn here is joined by...
Stutch.
Aha! He's always got something new.
I'm definitely pointing the wrong way, aren't I?
Well, it wouldn't matter, Indominus, because I zoom in when we do this. This is on my channel.
Really?
Yes!
Oh!
Everyone zoom in. Everyone gets a close-up.
Yes!
Oh, hey, I never noticed your eyes were green.
They do appear as green, but they're not. They're blue in real life.
Anyway, Indominus, when you're done having an identity crisis, what are we doing here?
Well, Mr. Round Tennis Ball, today we are talking about Chaos Fury Season 2 because there was a trailer released like a month ago.
Indeed, but you know, guys, I gotta, you know how I'm always spoiled when we get in, before the stuff happens, anything Jurassic, I always get spoiled.
Yes.
Thanks to one of Walmart's products, I have unfortunately been spoiled, and now I shall spoil it for you too. Here is the new hybrid for Chaos Theory Season 2.
That is a very, very interesting hybrid.
Oh, perfect. Let's have a look at this spelling. The Majungoceratops.
Wait. Oh, I just read that as Majungosaurus. I thought it was just someone...
Here's the thing. This is honestly what Jurassic World Alive would pass off as a hybrid nowadays.
Just a regular Triceratops.
That's basically what they do now.
Beware the next hybrid. The Velociraptor.
Now with that joke aside, we can move on to even more jokes. As we are here to discuss theories, a sequel to Chaotic Theories about Chaos Theory.
Mm-hmm.
What was the last Chaos Theory that secretly Red was the woman?
Yeah, honestly, you know what? Let's jump into our first theory. Do we think the Atrociraptors are going to be in this season? Because, in the trailer, they are absent.
We see... No.
They,
One of them's in the background.
they are? Okay, so the Atrociraptors
Did you
are in
not
this
watch
season.
the trailer?
I did, but it all goes by so fast that I only focused on specific points.
Yes, because I was going to say that I actually did record a reaction to it, and I also did a somewhat analysis of it, but I didn't upload it because the entire thing was out of focus.
That's a big pain.
Typical YouTube moment.
Yes.
So anyway, from that I can tell that in terms of like returning dinosaurs, I'm pretty sure the Aloe isn't returning because all of its shots are just a flash. Yeah, but that's just a flashback.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't actually finish.
Atrociraptors confirmed, but Red confirmed? Yay or nay?
Yay.
I say nay. Because I think this might be like a mystery they hold out on for like multiple seasons.
Okay.
Because at the moment, we only have one character who's on the right continent that has the Atrociraptors on it. So theoretically, shouldn't you really wait for the actual characters who have encountered them before, so you can then reveal something new?
Okay. Yeah, okay. Red.
Actually kills Red.
Okay, first, let's just talk about the newest new guy, the one that everyone knows about, the Sausage Boy.
Major.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
He sure is a major.
Are all the scenes on the boat, or were there a few that were on the land as well?
All the shots with Major are on the boat because I was in the first episode. It's going to take place on the ship. It will be Major chasing around the children. Well, they aren't children anymore. They're just characters. Major only appears in the first episode because at the end of the first episode, they escape off the ship.
So judging from that, it looks like Major May, it's pointing towards Major only being in one episode on the boat. You basically described pretty much how we expect that episode to go.
Yeet.
And then the next shot is basically they're going to land. Now, is it an island or is it, because my brother says it might be Australia.
Oh,
It
it's
isn't-
Australia, mate.
It isn't Australia. I believe, I could be wrong here, but it's somewhere in Africa, I think. Partly because I'm going off what other people were saying. And I believe that idea came from there being a training card where the Suchomimus is like fighting a hippo. It could still be Australia.
Yeah, because my brother was also saying that he's just going off of what he heard people say.
Mhm.
Either way, Africa or Australia, both ideal locations for like new things. But I would prefer Australia because then we could get some Aussie accents.
I have a question. Is this going to be like around the world series?
Yeah, possibly like a new continent every season.
Wow.
Also, if it is back to Australia. If it is Australia, there's gonna be a lot more things scarier than dinosaurs there.
I know, like the people.
Sure, the people are the scariest part of Australia.
Oh, bloody hell, we found a beach whale, mate. Oh no, it's a Mosasaurus.
Speaking of scary things, I will tell you what I think is the least scary thing in this trailer.
We are Dinosaur Liberation now.
I need to get that album. Add it to the collection.
Shut up, Orca.
So I see what that guy is trying to do. He's trying to be that internet hacker, threatening guy that wears a mask to hide his identity. But like, he's wearing a toy dinosaur mask. I can't really take him seriously.
I was gonna say it's pretty much identical to those like toy blue raptor masks.
I know.
You interpreted this guy as being like a hacker, didn't you?
I don't know what his deal is.
Because that's not how I interpreted him. I see him as being inspired by like eco-terrorists, like people who do bad stuff in the name of the environment. Like I see him being like, "Oh, I'm destroying stuff. People like me are killing people to free these dinosaurs."
So no different than the Nublar 6.
What do you mean no different than the New Blood 6?
How many people have died because Darius chose dinosaurs over people?
There's a difference between... Oh my god!
We've been following around a bunch of eco-terrorists this entire time.
I was about to say, oh, there's a difference. Then thinking about it, there isn't really.
Oh man, the realization on your face. The moment you realize.
I love using my iPad now, because you can see everything on my face.
What do you got to say about Brooklyn?
Okay, so obviously, Brooklyn's alive, but I had a theory after watching the trailer for the first time. That
She got cloned by Dr. Wu?
That's a possibility, but the idea I came up theorize is that could she possibly be working for the eco-terrorists? Because we see Ben, well, we presume Ben discovers that she's alive through a video. Now that's either one of two things, either A, she appears behind the Dino Man and he doesn't notice her,
Hello there.
or there was a reflection on glass because she's standing behind the camera because she's operating it. And also, because when the Aloe attacked her, somebody had to save her.
It's a possibility. However, I'm still leaning towards the theory that this is all just one big red herring. Because in the first season, it was like, oh, Brooklyn's dead. And we're really trying to convince you so hard that Brooklyn is dead. There is 100% no chance that she is alive because she is dead. Because we keep telling you she's dead. And then she's alive. And now the new red herring is probably, oh, Brooklyn's evil, and we're gonna keep telling you that Brooklyn's evil, and we're gonna keep hinting towards the fact that Brooklyn is evil, except she's not really, she's just undercover.
But can that really work this time? Because there appears to be two plots in this season. One plot is following the main crew, and the second one is following Brooklyn. Can she really be a protagonist of her own story, being undercover, if we don't know she's undercover?
Probably. Detective Conan's pulled it off multiple times.
I think it's going to be majority Nublar 5, and then a few cuts to Brooklyn, but it's going to be like she's doing stuff, and we're going to be thinking, oh, evil, yay! And then yeah, and then obviously at the end we're going to have that reveal.
Theoretically, you could write something like that, with the main character being undercover, but the audience doesn't know that until the end. But until that point, they're going to believe that they're rooting for an antagonist.
But at the same time, I'm like, I'm just finding it hard to believe that Brooklyn is actually gonna be villain now. I mean, I'd be pleasantly surprised if they do take that route, because that's like, whoa, didn't expect them to do that. But it's like, it's a stretch. I'm doubting. You tried to convince me she was dead. I doubted it. I trusted my instincts. I was right. So I'm sticking with my guts now.
Do you like my Zane impression?
You aren't capturing the death in your eyes.
Is there not enough death? That's too cute, to be honest, isn't it? I'm like a kawaii version of Zane.
Okay, to pull off the tennis ball look, you gotta go, yeah, there you go. Hide your teeth. Use your lips to hide your teeth and go,
showing your teeth.
What? Me?
Yeah.
What teeth? I don't have teeth.
That's your teeth, and the rest is your lip.
I had teeth this whole time, and I never knew it. But my teeth are so flat. How can I chew anything? What are the purpose of these teeth?
You don't have a digestive system.
What am I? Why do I have teeth? Why do I have teeth when I clearly don't have teeth? Why?
You haven't been brushing them.
It turns out Zane was British this whole time.
One of us, one of us, one of us. Ooh, British, British.
Well, now that I found my true calling, how about we continue the Brooklyn train and get on to Benny?
Oh,
he apparently
this is going to turn into a very distinguished podcast, isn't it?
Dear God, I'm surrounded by southerners.
Excuse me, I believe you wanted to be one of us. I suggest you hop aboard, young man.
I suggest you go down to London, my good friend. And get cultured.
Now, tell us your thoughts on Benny, please.
Yes.
Oh yes, my thoughts on Benny's son.
My favourite college is Eton.
Tell me about Benjamin Pincus immediately. Do you think he is in cahoots with Reginald Fazberington?
For a split second, I thought you said Bennius. Bingius.
Benny is Bingius.
Alright, we're not getting anywhere if we keep talking like this.
I think we are.
Kenji! The poor guy! He's just going through so much.
It's gone to the point where he's starting to impersonate Brachiosaurs. That man is gone.
And he's yet to be in a love triangle.
No, he hasn't. He was in one in the last show.
Yeah, but he's going to be one in this show. I can see it coming.
Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, yay! But the thing is, Ben admitted to Kenji his emotions, so it's gonna be weird when they find out.
Don't you mean Darius?
Did I just say Kenji admitted his
okay,
emotions towards Kenji?
Okay, that time you said Kenji admitted to Kenji.
He had a self-realization.
Last time you said Ben admitted to Kenji.
Ah,
Yay!
Let me explain the relationship tree between these three. We have Brooklyn, who is currently not interested in anybody except her work. She's dating her work, possibly Raptor Boy. And then, and then Kenji broke up with Brooklyn. And Darius admitted that he had a crush on Brooklyn, but Brooklyn didn't love him back.
She fully just realised YouTube doesn't pay, so she's gone into an actual career.
maybe he's trying to tell you something, Orca.
Yeah, well, maybe I would have earned money if I actually upload.
Yeah, be like me, upload weekly.
I'll be even more honest. To be honest, my brain has just been on realms. I need a brain to tank! All I've seen all year is 9 realms! I need a bit of mercy in my life! Sorry. I went a bit too far.
Look, Orca, I get it. You're editing for 9 realms. Death might be the best option for you right now, but soon it will be over. Soon you will be free of 9 realms.
Freedom? Where? Freedom? Where? Freedom! Freedom!
Let's talk about the guy that has basically been teased in Jurassic throughout history and is finally getting his chance to shine. The Suchomimus. Do we have any idea what the Suchomimus does aside from chase people? Which is what every carnivore in the franchise does.
It swims. We see it swim.
That's right. It's a swimming boy. Now, I'm going off of like a promotional poster that was like ages ago, like sometime like a week after season 1 came out.
Oh!
Yeah, of course, this is off of promotional. It could just be a poster. Honestly, just take this whole video with a grain of salt. We're just going off of theories. I mean, chaotic theories is right there in the title, so if you don't believe that, then that's on you. Now, other than that, what else do we see about the Suchomimus? It also, it chases people. I think it gets under, I think I saw some hay bales as well.
Bro gets crushed by hay.
Okay, so do you think this is all one episode with the Suchomimus or multiple episodes with Suchomimus? Because there were lots of varying sets.
I think it might be multiple, because if anything, the Suchomimus might end up being like the main dino of the season. Because they don't have the Velociraptors chasing them anymore. I presume Major's still going to be on the ship, so I presume it's going to be the Sucho. Or they could just not have a dinosaur chase them.
Also, do you think we've seen the last of Becky?
Probably, because the last time we saw them, actually.
Just so you know, there were some on the shipping containers.
Yes, there was.
They got Dimorphodons, Velociraptors. Oh, hey, wait a second. Blue, you're not the last one anymore. Actually, I just came up with a theory. Since Big E.T. was there as well, those Velociraptors could be the same one from Manticorp.
Could be.
Speaking of Manticorp, that leads into something that I keep noticing about Daniel Kahn. I know he's dead and but like, there's just something I notice about him. It's just how he pronounces things. Like, even his own last name. Everyone says Kahn, but then he always says cone, like an ice cream cone.
Wait, yeah, but if he pronounces his own last name like that, then surely isn't everyone else mispronouncing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But then he says, when you all took down Manticore, not Manticorp, Manticore, like the actual beast.
They fought for Manticore. They ascended. They went to Aberration.
So going off of what you're telling me, this is how the Suchomimus dies. Then the campers find a small wooden hut, get some stone equipment, and then start chucking spears at it until the Suchomimus just starts ragdolling on the floor. And as its mesh is currently breaking its spine and its arms, suddenly it just teleports into the sky. Moving on, we have another dinosaur that was exclusive to Camp Cretaceous and exclusive to one character dinosaur, honestly. And now there's multiple here. Kentrosaurus. Glad we're seeing a lot more than just Pierce now. Hopefully it's not just Okay, granted, I hope they're different colors and not just straight up Pierce.
You just know they're going to be straight up just Pierce.
I know. But at the same time, I know that there is a release of a new Kentrosaurus toy, really beaten up, by the way, and it has different colors. Yeah.
Wow. That is a dinosaur.
Yes, Orca. That's what we're here for.
Oh!
It's very green.
Now, unfortunately, since there's only one shot with the Kentrosauruses, we can't really tell if they're gonna do anything or not. Another dinosaur that's come back is the Sinoceratops. And
Yes.
they're doing stuff again. Honestly,
Yes.
I'm just gonna say it right now. I think this show has a favorite Ceratopsian. Because in Camp Cretaceous, Sinoceratops did a lot. Here, it's doing stuff again.
I was thinking like, ooh, is it better than the Jurassic Triceratops? But then thinking, the Jurassic Triceratops isn't that good, and neither is the Sino.
Triceratops
How
is
nuts
nah.
is that they don't have a Triceratops model, like the second or third most famous dinosaur. They don't have a model for.
Weird. Very weird.
That's so odd.
Still on Isla Nublar. Blah.
They all
I-
died.
Yeah.
I got it. I know what happened. I know what's going on. The Triceratops, the Raptor boy, it's actually a Triceratops who's the mastermind. No.
Triceratops behind all of this.
No. We're still sticking with Red is behind all of this, but the Triceratopses are working for her.
Ah,
Ah.
they're her minions.
Or maybe, even more accurate, Red has a disdain for Triceratopses. And the secret task force that is wiping them off the planet.
She killed them all.
They are lovely with a bit of peas on the side. Mushy peas. Scrumptious.
Even more so, the T-Rex Association got in contact with Red, knowing how much power Red has, and said, Triceratops is the only dinosaur that has evidence of killing us. Please, wipe out the Triceratopses so T-Rexes can remain king. It's bad enough. It's bad enough that Universal keeps pitting us against these big carnivores to have us get our butts kicked. We can't have herbivores kicking our butts as well.
They taste like chicken.
Okay, do we have any more mysteries from the trailer that we can grasp upon?
Ben is actually single and he's not with that girl in Europe.
Well, I do think that's kind of obvious because, well, kinda and kinda not. I wouldn't be surprised either way.
I'm surprised you
like-
actually like engaged with that.
Because I could very easily see him go like, oh, I have a girlfriend in Europe to like make up to like pretend that he does because he's a conspiracy theorist. But it would be really funny if it did turn out he was just telling the truth.
Okay, Zane. Put me in Europe now. I'm going boxing.
But you're
Okay, yeah.
in Europe. You live in Europe.
Casually talking.
Hey. We got a smart guy over here, don't we?
But like the second time he mentions his girlfriend, it's just very casual, like he's speaking from experience. So I'm pretty sure he does have one.
Okay, because I completely forgot that.
I think we've discussed everything in the trailer. If not, then it'll come back to us or whatnot.
Mhm.
But now we can talk about a poster. Another poster.
Now this silhouette is of a giant flying reptile, like engulfing the kids in like its shadow. And at first people assume, oh, it's probably a pteranodon, but then you see its head crest is different, and it has a prominent tail. Ignoring the tail, it is borderline identical to the pteranodons we see at the end of The Lost World. But it has a tail, so either A, they just gave it a tail to make it more obvious, or it's a completely new pterosaur.
Either way, sounds exciting. Because I am really sick of the scrawny, mummified pteranodons of Jurassic World.
Yeah, I hate them.
Okay, but here's the thing. A lot of people in the comments give me flack for making fun of these pteranodons' short crests. because, you know, sexual dimorphism, real-life pteranodons, females have short crests. But at the same time, that's not the only reason I don't like them. They're just so scrawny and mummified. They're ugly.
They're essentially just humans with wings. It's disturbing.
Maybe that dinosaurs evolving into humans theory never really left them. But it especially bugs me in Camp Cretaceous because in Jurassic World, they at least had different color variants. So it's like, if you don't like the red one, there's a blue one, there's a green one. But in Camp Cretaceous, that's not the case. It's all the red one. It bugs me even more when you consider the fact that when you look at the other background dinosaurs, like Stegosaurus, Parasaurolophus, and Sinoceratops, they all have color variations. So I'm very happy to see a new pterosaur. Or what possibly is Pteranodon Gen 5.
Because I am thinking that if like maybe the red one was the only one they had access to, because the alternative colors were only in Jurassic World, I believe, and that was over 9 years ago. And I don't know if the models and textures of 2015 would still be compatible with present day technology.
Okay, but here's the thing. Were there brown and blue Sinoceratopses in Fallen Kingdom?
No,
Exactly.
they made their own.
Exactly. Why didn't they just do that for the Pteranodons? Okay, there was another thing in that poster. It's not a new dinosaur or anything. It's a new character. So it's like
Trailer.
I am still glad that because in Chaos Theory Season 1, they added new characters. And then in this one, it seems like they're still adding new characters. Now, do we have any other points to talk about? We've just been talking about the trailer without actually making any theories.
Aha, I got one. I remember before watching the trailer, somebody posted a screenshot on Twitter of Brooklyn looking at a sheet of paper reporting dinosaur deaths, and there's a notable uptake. And this Twitter user said it's good to see that they're leading up towards rebirth with this, with dinosaur death rate soaring. I disagree, because I think it's kind of obvious that in this context, in this show, it's Brooklyn looking at the sheet to see the uptake in dinosaur deaths to try and figure out when the illegal exploitation of dinosaurs were happening. Because when that happened, they labeled them as dead. So therefore, the dinosaur that was stolen would be reported as dead. Do you two not have any theories? Because I've said all of them.
That's true, though, because it's a lot... Last time, I was able to come up with, like, a whole bunch of wacko theories. But, like, this time around, I'm just struggling, because it just feels like... With Chaos Theory, first season, I was completely blind, not sure what's going on getting into this. This time around, I have a general idea of what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like, first episode, on the boat, Major chases them around. They all fall into the water. They come to Africa/Australia. So they're exploring all these labs and seeing all these dinosaurs being made. They get chased around by a few dinosaurs, uncover some secrets, and then at some point, Ben discovers Brooklyn's alive, keeps it secret for a few episodes, Kenji finds out, gets mad at him, Darius is probably gonna cry because he loves Brooklyn too, and then Brooklyn at some point reveals herself to them, maybe at like the last episode, and says, I'm evil now. Except I'm not evil. And then that's the end of the season.
Orca,
Now,
do you have anything to say?
now for my ultimate chaos theory.
Roll credits.
It sounds like I'm preparing a bit. I literally have nothing in mind. The gang go to Oceania. They meet a lovely bloke there in a white beard.
It's not how the show ends. Of course. They met the ghost of John Hammond. They died.
I don't know. No, I think they're gonna meet up with Brooklyn in this season.
Yeah, like at the last episode, that's what I said.
I'll be honest with you. Totally with us. Like, I feel really bad. I literally have nothing to add. I find it so hard to predict for stuff. I can review what was being stuff, but I'm like, I don't know. Show.
Oh, hang on.
Go on.
It just hit me. Something I want to bring up. There's one plot point that I'm really curious about. So, in Camp Cretaceous, Sammy has a really big connection to her family. But in Chaos Theory, she mentions that they're pulling away from her. And I want to know why.
I do believe it is implied somewhere, but I don't know what it is. But I forget what it is. Oh, but I could have sworn like it was implied what the answer was, and I forgot it.
Let me say what happened. What she did was she mentioned that she's having lots of problem because Sammy is an extrovert. She needs to be around people. And she has lots of people she loves. Yasmina and her family. But her family is pulling away for unknown reasons, and Yasmina is pulling away for reasons already explained within the season. That Yasmina is trying to overcome her fears without Sammy treating her like a baby, which again was already solved. So now we need to find out, why is her family pulling away? Why is Sammy sad? Actually, I think I know the theory. My brother already answered this. It's because of all the bodies she's hidden. We've already established this. Her hair is dyed red with the blood of her enemies.
That's how she feeds dinosaurs.
That's true. It's like, we already know that's why she learned Capoeira. That special martial arts thing. Because she's good at taking out people, hiding the bodies. It wasn't the Atrociraptors who killed Carl. It was her.
It's like Little Shop of Horrors. She goes around killing people and just feeding them.
Maybe Carl was onto something when he called Bumpy a ferocious carnivore.
Oh, I just realized when you said Carl.
I know.
I didn't
you were
imagine
thinking
the
of
human.
this.
I imagined a talking Carnotaurus.
Understandable. That's the superior Carl after all. Do you think Big Edie is they're gonna follow up with what happens to Big Edie in this season? Or are they saving that for another season?
Well, Big Edie is free in America. So, if she does end up being brought up again, it will be through the POV of Brooklyn, or in a later season, when the gang get back to America.
What season do you think Bumpy's egg is gonna hatch?
It's either going to be season 3 or the end of season 2.
There's going to be a whole bit about not the egg. Like, I bet it's going to get lost. Bumpy's going to lose her egg.
I said, I'm pretty sure people on the boat took the egg, but you two don't believe me.
Because they specifically said,
there's a mama and Kylosaurus and her new egg in one of those crates. Make sure they're taken care of.
the egg is still
Yes,
with
because
Bumpy.
he hasn't seen the egg. He doesn't know if it's there.
I'm still pretty sure the egg, because, like, if they did take the egg, how the heck are they going to distinguish Bumpy's egg from all those other eggs?
Because it had spots.
Spotty. What was the name of the
I'm
egg?
pretty sure a lot of the eggs had speckles.
Speckles.
No, not blue freckles like Bumpy's skin.
But then, like, but wait, the egg had blue dots?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Kenji's dad. Where his plans, his master billionaire plan. Do we know where that's going? Any theories? Any chaos theories?
Well, I think he's dead, so I think he's irrelevant.
You think he's dead? What do you mean you think
No,
he's dead?
I said he's dead, so I think he's irrelevant.
You said you think he's dead.
Did I?
Yes. What, you think he survived the claw? Because there
Yes.
was no sound?
Yes.
The claw.
New theory, the ghost of Kenji's dad is conspiring with the ghost of John Hammond.
They're business partners in the afterlife.
It's like the scene from episode 6 of Star Wars where there's Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, and then Anakin appears next to him. It's just like that with John Hammond.
John Hammond, Maserati, Kenji's dad.
Exactly. Okay, But like, I know he's dead and he may be irrelevant, but like, didn't he like set up like give him a bunch of money to Brooklyn? Like he still has a connection.
Yeah, that is a thing. It's possible that he was either trying to do his own thing that had nothing to do with dinosaurs, or he was in cahoots with Raptor Boy.
Considering the Atrociraptors are going to be in the season, we are undoubtedly going to see the White Woman.
Oh yes, I'm excited for that.
I'm not.
Do you think we're going to get any explanation to what she is?
I think they're gonna drop hints, but not flat out say it just yet.
That will probably be a mystery that lasts throughout the show.
Although, can we really call it a mystery when we've pretty much solved everything about her? The whole last episode was about us unboxing her.
Do we have anything else major to talk about?
If that's all for that, then I guess the last question is, what new dinosaurs are we expecting? Other than the ones that have been revealed in the trailer.
I really want to see more aquatic.
I want Obamadon.
Is that a thing?
Obamadon! Although, Obamadon isn't a dinosaur, it's just a reptile. That lived in Hell Creek. But I can't get over, they named it Obamadon!
I want the one named after Nigel Marvin.
I'm not sure if this was legit or not, but while scrolling through YouTube, I saw a video titled New Secret Dinosaur for Chaos Theory Season 2. I did not see the thumbnail. I didn't even see what the dinosaur was. I just saw the title, and I'm like, no! And I quickly scrolled up so I wouldn't get to see it, and said, not interested, go away, shoo! I don't want spoilers, not again!
Yeah, because I don't know anything. Like, if there's a new species that isn't the pterosaur, I won't have a clue. Because I don't know.
Because currently, the new species list to Chaos Theory is Kentrosaurus, Majungasaurus, and Suchomimus.
Suchomimus was in the last season.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but now I guess now it's like glow up for Suchomimus. I was trying to look at the toys to see if that would give me some clues, but I don't think these are clues. Styxosaurus, which is a plesiosaur.
Yeah, I love Styxosaurus. I adore it in Evolution 2.
However, I doubt it could be like a new creature because the way it's designed is like a dragon.
Oh, you poked my ears up. Yes? Dragon?
Yeah. It's like, it's basically got like, it's kind of like a sea dragon with like algae running down its back or something. Like, patterns running down its back.
Like, what's his name?
There's an actual seahorse that looks like this, right?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, but there's a Pokemon based on it as well.
Isn't that Kingdra?
No. It's the one
Dragalge!
Yeah, that's it.
I am not interested in the Styxosaurus if it doesn't glow. That's the only situation that I want it. If it doesn't glow, I don't want it.
You know, there's this thing called glowing paint.
I mean in the show.
Oh, okay. Not the toy.
Yes, just put glowing paint on your monitor every time it's on screen.
Oh, yay! My Styxosaurus is glowing. Wait, now everything is glowing.
Oh no! What, Darius? Why are you glowing?
You painted on your eyes. Well, everything glows.
Everything glows. Also, my eyes are burning.
Ben, you've glowed. You've had a glow up.
Wow, I wasn't kidding about that Suchomimus glow up.
Oh no.
The other toys are like, yeah, they're definitely not part of the show. It's like Indoraptor, Scorpius, Therizino. We have this other thing that probably isn't in the show either. It's a Ceratosuchops. Another small Spinosaur, similar to Suchomimus. I doubt they're gonna add two dinosaurs that look the same in the same season. And the last one is Cryotops. So again, the toys really aren't giving me that many clues. Okay, actually, now I'm looking at this. There is a new Pteranodon toy. It has the long crest.
Does it?
So that could be a clue that this is another type of Pteranodon. But then again, that's just a theory. On Chaos Theory! No, save that for the end, Zane. Restrain yourself!
Isn't this not the end?
about the show in general, I've got one more thing.
Go ahead.
The lighting is still gorgeous.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
What ends up happening a lot of time, especially in 3D animation, especially for television, is that it's really overlit. The lighting is very strong and it creates very soft shadows. But when it comes to lighting, I personally prefer the less is more. Like, you have very strong, very identifiable light sources to light the scene, and besides that, you have pretty much just darkness because, in my opinion, it just looks better. And that's where I think this show's lighting is really good, because the lighting is very obvious, it's very direct, it's very strong. You can always identify that there's a light source, that it's coming from somewhere, and doesn't have the issue that a lot of animation, and to be honest, a lot of live action films end up happening these days, where it's very overlit, it looks very bland. But this looks good because the lighting is identifiable, it's thematic, it suits the tone, it helps build the atmosphere, and it is good. Can you tell I study film?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm surprised how little we've really had to say, because we usually have a lot.
I think the reason we just have a lot less to say is because all the gold material comes from the white woman, and she's not in this trailer.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you guys have any last words?
I'll kill you.
Orca, do you have any last words?
What are we talking about?
But hey, that's just a theory. A chaos theory. Roll the outro.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video from beginning to end. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and join the Zainreborn community. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.